What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update, guys. This one coming from Fulton County, Georgia. We're supposed to be on a pause or a break in the case. Judge Scott McAfee was supposed to be reviewing whether or not he's going to keep District Attorney Fani Willis on this case. Talks are out onto the streets. He is now breaking his silence early, coming out to drop this new update on the case, saying that he's going to be dropping and dismissing several of Trump's charges within this charade racketeering case that, Fani Willis has brought about against Donald Trump. I'm excited to get into this update, see exactly what's going on, where he has dismissed these charges. So we're going to get straight to the clip, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end of the video, guys. So definitely stick around to the end so you guys get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube, push this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight into it. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
This is only good news. Some of the charges have been dropped against Trump in the Fani Willis case. 6 charges. We'll go through all of them really quick in this article from the AP. There is not a lot of information outside of that, but there are a few weird details. So, welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots hang out and find out about Trump's destiny as the Democrats try to take him out using lawfare, using these crummy, illegitimate legal cases, trying to get his name off the ballot and affect an election. Here's the AP, that's the Associated Press. Headline, Judge oversees Georgia election interference case, dismisses some charges against Trump. This is from just this morning. The judge overseeing the Georgia election interference case on Wednesday dismissed some of the charges against former President Donald Trump, but many of the other counts in the indictment remain. Fulton County Superior Judge Scott McAfee wrote in an order that 6 of the counts of the indictment must be quashed, including 3 against Trump, the presumptive 2024 Republican presidential nominee. What's important is that some of the charges still stick, and this also has nothing to do with if they end up dismissing the entire case. That can still happen. Same judge, he can still say, look, we're dismissing the entire case. But the order leaves intact other charges, and the judge wrote prosecutors could seek a new indictment in the charges he dismissed. Now, they'll find some desperate Democrat to come back in and relist these charges under something probably more legitimate grounds than the scam they initially tried. Or you'll find out that it's just box office poison. If no one takes them up, then you know that this case is dead. I assume no one will take them back up, but you never know. The 6 charges in question have to do with soliciting elected officials to violate their oaths of office. That includes 2 charges related to the phone call Trump made to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, a fellow Republican, in January of 2021. This was the big news item, is that, remember, this was all the information that was leaked about Trump, the call that was illegally recorded and released of him telling Raffensperger, going, you got to find me 11,780 votes. And they're saying that Trump was implying that he wanted them to invent the votes. And Trump said, no, I just want you to go and find them because they're out there. Here's the exact quote. Quote, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, which is one more than we have, Trump said. The case accuses Trump and 18 others of conspiring to overturn the 2020 election loss in the state to Democrat Joe Biden. Trump has pled not guilty because he's not guilty. The ruling comes as McAfee is also considering a bid by defendants to have Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis removed from the case. Defendants have alleged that Willis has a conflict of interest because of her romantic relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. And that's all the AP gives us this morning. That's all that the judge released. So I'm giving you very little commentary on this because there really isn't a lot more details than that. So this case just instantly got better for Trump. So 6 of the charges dropped just by the judge saying, nope, these for sure aren't going to happen. That helps Trump out a lot already. So it's good news. It doesn't mean that he's out of the forest on this one yet. We'll still have more to announce as McAfee mulls over this whole case this week. But let me know what you think below. Will Trump be on the ballot? And if he's on the ballot, does he win?
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those of you who want to go over there, check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh boy, guys, what we're seeing is this whole thing, the Fani Willis charade case is all imploding. All the walls closing in on this attorney, Fani Willis. Now that Judge Scott McAfee is dismissing and dropping charges, he's plucking this and picking this apart. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised to see if, Judge Scott McAfee threw the whole thing out, based off, he's still trying to decide whether or not he's going to keep her on or off the case. And in the midst of that, he has came out to say that he's going to drop 6 of the charges that were brought about against Trump, guys. That means that he's, leaning towards tossing her off the case, because if he's looking into and he had to drop charges, that means that Ms. Fani Willis has been overstepping and overreaching. Judge Scott McAfee has been digging into and researching, Ms. Fani Willis's wrongdoings and her misconduct as a district attorney. And then he's looking on the charges that she has brought about against Trump and his co-defendants. And he's seeing that she has done a lot of overreaching and overstepping of boundaries as a district attorney. I don't think this thing is looking good for Fani Willis. I mean, just from what we've seen, all the headlines and the updates in the past month, and this coming from the left, it looks like she's about tapped out. There's barely any case left for Miss Fani Willis to bring about against Donald Trump. Now her holy hope, is for someone else to pick up the charges that have been dropped by Judge Scott McAfee, which is probably not likely based off the fact, Judge Scott McAfee had to have seen some type of, fault in the charges that were brought about against Donald Trump and said, hey, you can't do that. In the beginning, there was question on whether or not Judge Scott McAfee was, impartial or not, if he was going to be, ruling in favor of his party, because he is more so of a left-leaning judge. But no, Judge Scott McAfee has ruled in favor of justice on every turn of this case. And I'm excited to see what he's going to say at the end of this 2-week review period, whether or not he's going to keep Fani Willis on, toss her off this case into the streets. And I think that's what's going to happen. She's going to get tossed off this case. Everything's going to get tossed out. And after all this gets tossed out, Miss Fani Willis is going to be fighting for her job or her spot as district attorney. I mean, let's not forget, guys, she's already got Courtney Kramer coming out and challenging her as district attorney, guys. She's going to be fighting for her spot after all this gets tossed out against Trump. After this is all said and done, guys, Fani Willis will never be able to bring about charges or abuse district attorney privileges ever again, guys. Get a hold of any taxpayer funding, because the taxpayer and the people of Georgia have seen her corruption and how foul and faulty she is as a district attorney. They would never put her in that seat once again after they've seen the way she is, ignored all the crime and the corruption that's actually going on in the city to, persecute and bring about political witch hunt cases against, political opponents. But like I said, very excited to see what Judge Scott McAfee has to say on the review, the 2-week period. After that is all up, whether or not he's keeping Fani Willis on or tossing her off the case. Definitely going to be following that pretty closely, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Do you guys think Judge Scott McAfee at the end of this 2-week period is going to, err on the side of Fani Willis keeping her on the case, and there was no impropriety in the case, or no conflict of interest because of her boyfriend Nathan Wade? Or you think he's going to, say that Miss Fani Willis is conflicted and she needs to be tossed and removed off the case immediately? Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. Doesn't cost a thing, guys. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week. Yo, what's happening, Retro fam? Are you guys looking for a way to connect with your boy Retro and the Retro fam on a day-to-day basis? Look no further, guys. Memberships have now been launched where you can gain exclusive access to chat with your boy Retro and the community and gain perks, guys. Just hop in the description box below and check out the link for memberships, guys. You can subscribe on a monthly basis to chat and have exclusive perks with your boy Retro and the Retro community, guys. Check that out in the description box today.